Hi kids, this week at church we're talking about parables. Well, you may be wondering to yourself, what's a parable? Well, a parable is a story that has a spiritual meaning to it. An example I can think of is a parable that my friend from Africa taught me. His name is Masembe. And Masembe told me a parable one day about a hyena and a lion. He said that the hyena was used to stealing the zebra that the lion had caught for his lunch. Every time the lion caught a zebra, there was the hyena ready to come and to steal that zebra away. Well, one day, the lion, he hunted a zebra and in the tall grasses, he caught the zebra and he saw the hyena coming. But before the hyena could get there, that lion, he opened up his mouth and he ate the zebra whole. So that when the hyena came, the lion said to him, "Hyena, you are too late. You see, I've already eaten this zebra. It's inside of me. It's in my belly. And now it's becoming part of me. I'm digesting it. And so you can't have it." He said to that hyena, "What is in my belly is mine." Well, it's a good spiritual lesson about what it means for us to really hide the Word of God into our hearts and into our lives. When we really ingest the Word of God, when we study the Word and memorize it and ponder over it and really ingest it into our heart, well, what happens is that it becomes part of us. It becomes part of who we really are. And then the enemy cannot come and steal that away from us. That's a good story with a great spiritual lesson to it. And Jesus taught with parables quite often. In fact, in Matthew's gospel that we've been looking at, we find that Jesus teaches in parables. And one parable he teaches that I could probably tell you about here in this field is that there was a man who was looking for treasure one day. And kids, he came across in the middle of this field, Jesus said, a special treasure. He looked down and there in the field, he looked and dug away and there he came across a treasure. A very expensive treasure, like gold. Well, Jesus said in this parable that when he discovered this great treasure, what he did is he reburied it in the field. He buried it in there and got it in there. And then he went and he bought the field so that he could own the treasure. Jesus said that that is a spiritual story about the kingdom of heaven. That when you find this kingdom of heaven truth, you want to own that truth. You would sell everything that you have in order to buy the field and obtain the treasure. So the story says that when the man went back, he was so filled with joy. He dug up that treasure and he looked, dug it. Well, he found it. He found that treasure, and what a blessing it was to him to obtain this wonderful truth. Boys and girls, I hope that parables are something that you're able to really get behind and understand this week as we dig into them in church, and that those parables become something that you ingest, that they become part of your life, because what's inside of you is yours. Found it.